Ladies and gentlemen, I am here to tell you that Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Fuck what you heard, it is. Die Hard is a movie about John McClane, the New York detective who flies to LA to attend his wife's Christmas party. And in the midst of this party, they're trying to iron out their relationship because they're on the rocks. Because John's wife moved from New York to LA to accept this position. But unbeknownst to them, the party gets interrupted by bank robbers, essentially. Now our New York cop, John McClane, has to fight the terrorists and bring them to justice. And along the way, he gets helped out by an LAPD officer named Al and the FBI. Now, this movie is a classic. If you haven't seen it, go see it. This is a 5 out of 5 stars. All right, we're not even going to waste the time on that one. The dialogue's great. The pacing is great. The story is simple and effective. But the most important part is the characters are believable. Even though there might be a few silly action scenes, it is an action movie, a Christmas action movie. Even though those scenes might be a little bit silly and slightly unbelievable, the way the characters are written makes everything hit home. From literally the first 3 minutes of this film, the film follows the rule of foreshadowing, setup, and payoff. And it is done perfectly throughout this film. And this guy, I don't know whether to love or hate him, because this individual is responsible for him not having shoes in the movie. So make of that what you will. Is he a hero or is he a villain? Yeah, this movie is near and dear to my heart. It gave us one of the best lines ever that rings throughout time. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. And a few other nice little one-liners that's in here as well. But if you talk about Die Hard, you have to talk about this one scene, and that is Hans Gruber's death. It is the most iconic thing, and the reason why is because the actor Alan Rickman was truly horrified in this shot. He literally thought he was gonna die on set when they filmed this, because depending on what clip you listen to, the director filmed this scene multiple times and he just wasn't getting the right performance from him. So on the last take, he decided to trick Alan by saying, hey, we're counting to 3 and then we're gonna release the harness to let you fall on the mat below. But instead of counting to 3, he counted to 1 and released the harness, and we got this classic shot. And this is the most notable real life reactions that's been caught on film and made the final cut of the movie. I think another good instant of that is Leo DiCaprio in Django, where he actually cut his hand in the dinner scene and they kept filming and it's left in the movie. And also in Quentin Tarantino's Hateful Eight, when Kurt Russell breaks a guitar that was loaned out by a museum, the actress's reaction was genuine. And that's the fun things about filmmaking, is that you can get these moments. Sometimes everybody's not putting on an act, it's a real life reaction. And so yeah, the character work in here is great. You have John McClane and Hans Gruber. Their interaction is fantastic because they try to learn who each other is in order to thwart their goals. John wants to, of course, thwart his plans, but in order to thwart them, he needs to find out what's going on. So he does his reconnaissance and picks up on certain things that help him achieve his goal. And vice versa, Hans is learning about John, picking up the pieces and putting them together to help him achieve his evil goals. And both characters show situational awareness that makes sense and progresses the story along in a believable way. It's a nice little game of cat and mouse and who's gonna come out the victor. But with that being said, let me know, have you seen this classic? Will you watch this classic? In the comments. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.